right now. Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook.
All right, thanks a lot, Royce, and thank you for tuning into the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. I'm Rich Walsh. I'll be joined by Andrew Fillipponi in a matter of moments, so give us a call tonight on the Borders Hotline. 412-575-2600. Big news out of Oakland today. Kenny Pickett said that he will not be playing in the Peach Bowl. This is no big surprise, Pony. You talk to Pickett every week. I had a chance to talk to him in Baltimore when he was accepting the Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award, and it didn't sound like he was going to play. I heard from multiple sources that he wasn't going to play, but just waiting for that official announcement, and it came out just a little while ago. Pony, were you surprised at all with him saying he wasn't going to play? Because, look, he has a lottery ticket in his pocket right now.
Yeah, we talked to Pat Narduzzi today on The Fan, and he said it would haunt him for the rest of his life like a ghost if Kenny Pickett got injured in that game and went from a first-round pick to a late-round pick, and if that cost Kenny millions, Pat Narduzzi would be up at night, never able to sleep, thinking about that. So when he told us in so many words that was his thought on it as a coach, I figured, there's no way Kenny Pickett's going to play. What I'd like to respond to is what you said in the sports report last half hour in the news block. Pitt fans, seriously, if you were out there watching this right now, in your blue and gold sweaters and blankets as you watch this and you think about the great season that you had, if you are legitimately angry at Kenny Pickett for not playing in this game, get over yourself. He came back for an extra year, and he brought you a bowl win, or an ACC championship win, That's never happened before. Your best season in 40 years. Okay, you should be celebrating this guy. He's going to go into the NFL, and he's going to be a representative of Pitt the same way Larry Fitzgerald and Aaron Donald, Darrelle Revis represented Pitt, LaShawn McCoy. This is a guy that has meant everything. His number should be retired one day by Pitt football. Just because he's not playing in a bowl, that is not Kenny Pickett's fault. Blame college football for that. The bowl games mean nothing, Richie. If Pitt was in the playoff right now, if the ACC champion went into the playoff, Kenny Pickett would be getting ready for a game to win a national championship. But that's not how college football works, so I support his decision 100%.
Yeah, it would be stupid if he played. You know, if they were in the playoff, it was a 12-team playoff, yes, he should play, right? But this is the Peach Bowl, and it's a New Year's Six Bowl. Great. It's a big accomplishment for Pitt. But for Kenny Pickett has to look at his future, and if he blows out a knee, he goes from being a first-round pick, millions and millions of dollars, potentially what, $50 million, $30 million, whatever it might be, to out of the draft and trying to get on a team, sign as a free agent maybe, or a sixth-round pick. You never know.
Yep.
So, I mean, I know Whipple gave him advice. Narduzzi gave him advice, obviously, not to play in the game. I'm sure he talked it over with his family. But when I interviewed him Friday in Baltimore, I tried to ask him the question a couple times, and it was on camera. But he just said he was still undecided. And when he said he wanted to talk it over with his family and he was going to announce his decision next week, it kind of just told me that he wasn't going to play. And if he were to play, he would have said it right there. He would have said, no, I'm playing. I'm playing. And we get a lot of hate, and I know you do too. We get a lot of hate on Twitter saying the guy promised that he was going to play and he should play. He's going to play. I mean, people got to look. Pitt fans got to look at what he has to lose if he does play in a meaningless game. He won the championship already. He has nothing more to prove.
Right. Yeah, Pitt's goal when the season started was to not win a Peach Bowl. It was to win an ACC championship, which I thought was far-fetched because you're in the same conference as Clemson. It was Clemson's conference to lose. It has been for a very long time. He beat Clemson. He beat Wake Forest and Charlotte. He won you a conference title. End of story. You're jealous or you're greedy and you want an extra game from a college athlete. He's got millions of dollars at stake. There have been a lot of quarterbacks that have played the extra game. Great. Good for them. There's also been guys like Will Greer at West Virginia who blew off his bowl game to concentrate for the draft. So Kenny's not the first person to do this. Carson Strong at Nevada is doing the same exact thing. Now he's in the Quick Lane Bowl and not the Peach Bowl, but come on. Look at the way the NFL – Micah Parsons sat out all of last year at Penn State, Richie, right? He didn't play a single game because he wanted to concentrate on the draft. You know what I would give right now for the Steelers to have Micah Parsons at inside linebacker instead of Devin Bush? My pinky. You see this? It's a big pinky. I've got bigger hands than Kenny Pickett. I've got abnormally large hands. Okay, Pickett's got small hands, and that's why he wears gloves. But I'm convinced he's still going to be a good NFL quarterback.
Well, Pony, he isn't the only one to forego the Peach Bowl. Kenneth Walker announced just a few hours before him officially that he's not going to play either. So these guys know what's at risk, and agents are in their heads or advisors or whatever you want to call it. It's the right decision. But, Pony, I do want to talk about this, and maybe I'll bring it up now and we can talk about it after the break. But what can you do to fix it? Is there anything you can do? I mean, I had an idea, and I want you to sit on this for the break. My idea,
okay,
I read something a few years ago, maybe it was like 5 or 6 years ago. Sit down for this one.
I'm going down. I'm sitting.
I would like to see them play the bowl games at the beginning of the year. You pick the matchup. You play the bowl games. See, this piqued your interest, right? You play the bowl games. You get more interest because it's the first game of the season. Pick the matchup you want based on rankings, preseason, whatever it might, postseason for the year before. Play the bowl games the first week. And then you have your playoff at the end of the year. What do you think? Good idea, bad idea, what?
I thought you wanted me to sit on it. Do you want me to answer it now?
No, don't answer it. I want you to sit on this one. But I think I've piqued your interest with this one. We're going to take a break here on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call right here on Pittsburgh CW. Also simulcast on 93.7 The Fan. Stay right there.